What the? Bowser? You again? On an 8th night? On a Tuesday night? It's more likely than you think. Yes, welcome back to this surprise deluxe stream of Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I was treating yesterday like it was gonna be like the end of the week. And as far as I knew, it was. But like always, nobody tells me shit. And that is, shockingly, for once, not the case. And it is a bit of a late start, but I figure that when an opportunity like this hits, you either use it or lose it. You know, you do it or you don't. So I'm just gonna jump right back immediately. Oh! Onto a spiked enemy, I guess. What are you? These guys come back in Dream Team, don't they? Like really prominently. Drill bit crabs. Help? Help? Oh. Oh, both of the brothers. This guy doesn't hate just one, he hates all of them. Hello, Neon Blue. Get out of here. Oh my god, I was about to do it again. 0 lessons learned. That's brothers for you. What, that the family has to pay for the sins of the one? No, it ain't. Okay, there's like a sandy, it kicks up some dust before it jumps out. That's good. My experience with enemy patterns in this game is, shall we say, leaved some things to be desired. But let's see what happened last night. There was like puzzles. And I thought I left things. If that was the last stream of the week that I had to do, I would have been like totally cool with that. It's like, oh, it's still pretty decent. You know, I got 2 out of the 3, I almost called them souls, the 7 human souls. 2 out of 3 of the sage orbs. What are these called? I don't know what these are called. Info? No, key items. It would be here. Yeah, the Star Cure. Bowser swallowed it, so it's all sticky. Oh, thank God. But maybe this is a good thing to lead me into a thought that I'm beginning to form on this is... Oh God. There's certain moments of this game that I vividly remember and others that I don't. And at the beginning of this, I was mainly going to attribute it to the fact that, you know, I've pretty much replayed all the other Mario and Luigi games at some point in my life. And Bowser's Inside Story, I hadn't. This is the story that I led the stream with, right? That this was my theory. I need to use one of these bad boys. Milk that for all it's worth. But now that I'm a little bit deeper into it, don't get me wrong, as far as the gameplay goes, I've still been having a great time with Bowser's Inside Story, but I think I do see one weakness where it doesn't hold up as strong as the other Mario and Luigi's. And I want to see if you guys feel the same with me. Is I like the set pieces, the scenarios are less interesting to me. I think the what you're doing is fine, the places and locations are interesting, but the why of what you're doing seems to not be landing for me, you know? I was thinking about like, oh yeah, Bowser got a treasure, and then we just gotta go to his garage and fish it out. And there's like surprises along the way, but I don't know, there's something about just like the setup that doesn't feel like... I feel like in other Mario and Luigi, there was a better cohesion between like the what and the where with the why, whereas this is like a little bit disconnected to me. Does that make any sense? Okay, I'm getting better at these guys though. Not good enough to not continue to neglect healing between every single one of these battles that I do. Because it's not going to take too many whiffs and mistakes of other kinds to put me out of commission for good. Case in point. Well, it's like I said, I'll never let the brothers down, so I gotta use the 1-up. There's not a choice. Ooh, very good. I'll give you that. The giant Bowser stuff is mostly spectacle. Looking at you, Train Fight. I preferred the giant Luigi stuff in Dream Team. Yeah, it's interesting. I kind of used to feel the other way around when Dream Team was like actually the newer game. I don't know. Call this whatever, call it a reverse Zelda cycle if you will, but this is what I think. Is that when the Dream Team first came out, I thought they were like kind of lame. And that Bowser's Inside Stories like giant battles were better. But I wonder if I'd feel the opposite now. And don't get me wrong, I'm not really a Dream Team liker. You know, even if any individual scenario doesn't per se wow me, there is still the... Oh, I see, the pipe is an exit, not an entrance. That makes sense. Even if one individual scenario doesn't interest me, the pacing is still such that, like, you know, you're moving briskly along to, like, whatever the next thing may be. And I know that this is, like, the last thing I have to do before the ending, I think, right? I think the castle is just, like, it. And things are definitely gonna pick up. But I don't know. Even if you think about something like Partners in Time Thwomp Volcano, which you might not think is as a very, like, important location in the story, it like still has a presence, like it's memorable. Everything that happens there. None of the fights in Dream Team made me as mad as the train. Oh, okay, so that's like supposed to be hard then, right? People just generally have a distaste for that one. I thought I was just like doing really bad and I'm like, oh man, what's my problem, right? If that is reviled amongst others, good. Then it's not my fault. It's crazy that this much damage can just come my way whenever it feels like it. It's not just you, thank you. Phew. I believe this is a bean. I got a bean leave in myself. One other thing I prefer in Dream Team, we got Goofy Himbo Bowser being a capable threat and the main antagonist again. The dude was top form in Dream Team. That's interesting. I don't really remember much about Bowser as a character in that game, you know? It kind of went for that approach that a lot of Nintendo games do, where if they do happen to have like a built-in villain, you know, your Bowsers, your Ganons, etc., that if they do wind up taking the rare approach where it's like, ah, you thought you knew what villain we were gonna use? Nope, it's a new story with a new villain, right? They kind of like to do a rug pull at the very, very end where like, oh no, actually it is the original villain all along. And Dream Team was yet another victim of this, I feel. Wait, this is a cool idea. Hold up, hold up. Is this ground that I can, like, drill through to get to, like, a different vertical level? Because that's kind of neat. What in the... Oh! Why would they do this? Hey! Honestly, Dream Team Bowser was actually intelligent. I haven't really, like... try to criticize him as a villain in that way. I mean, he's Bowser, right? I think Bowser's been like very charming in this, and there's a lot of like great moments he has as like a character and like animation quirks that are like, oh man, that's just like delightful to watch. A smart guy? Not where I'd start. What the? What the? Alright, okay. He actually gets to be the one to pull a I was using you on the other party, which honestly is shocking given how Bowser was treated as a joke. I don't know, I don't mind that he's a funny character. It's a role he fulfills well. What kind of response time do you want from me to actually land damage on this? I wonder if you have to like predict the moment it's gonna come up and like meet it as it's like breaching out of the dirt. Yes! Across 3 games, though, being funny is fine, but looking how he was treated up to that point, it's shocking. I mean, the Mario and Luigi games have always at their core been, like, compared to the other Mario RPGs, the most comedic ones. I think there's, like, room for games that treat Bowser seriously. Mario and Luigi is kind of like the last place I would, like, ask for it from. Not that, like, I'd spit it out if it was given to me, but if it's absent, I would understand, like, where its priorities are. Okay, so let me test this theory out about the ground. What?! This is the one thing I wanted this ground to do, and it doesn't even do it. Man, I feel like I gotta gulp down even more mushrooms. Look at this. What a load of this. Oh, I have an idea. You'll never get one over on me now. Hey, what are all these dots? Oh, balloon dots. Hey, so here's a question. Why did... Oh, not the front-facing sprite, dude. Why did Mario do this, right? Because... strangely enough, this was one of the few abilities in this game that didn't get tutorialized for any reason in any way. Mario just saw that was air and he just like locked lips with it. You know, wordlessly. Nobody said Mario do this. Nobody like put the idea in his head. He just did it, man. Oh, you descend in this one. Or do you? No, you don't? I can't leave. Unless, wait a second. I see pictures of clouds. Pictures of like, I mean there's like background clouds up there. But I wonder if I like jump on the block, I can find salvation. Can you not jump on blocks in this game? Oh my, yeah, it just like forces you out. Okay, well, that's my ideas. It's because Mario already knows all about it. Look at Mario 64 in Mario World. Do I have to? Does he inflate in Mario 64? I think that might have only been Mario 64 DS. There's like the flower that you get. I can picture it happening to his DS model, but not his original N60. Am I misremembering? I don't know, I didn't see Bowser get filled with air, and until that happens, I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to give him the title of the most sexualized Nintendo character. I think Mario might have him beat. I think it was in the remake, okay. So I definitely do need to like go up somehow. That's not gonna be how to make it happen. Okay, so what's missing here? I guess this? I didn't really see what the pink switch did. I'm guessing it activated like some sort of upwards route that was not available to me before. Dickhead. No, this guy really doesn't want to give the damage to me. I wonder why. Oh, do you have to like wait until like the last moment? You don't want to hammer that early? Possibly. Oh! I wish Partners in Time got a remake, but oh well. I don't think this would help Alpha Dream's fortunes in any way, you know. They skipped to Bowser's Inside Story because they needed like the die-hard fan money, and that's the fan favorite. I get the inclination that Dream Team, that a Partners in Time remake would have sold even worse somehow. Right? Because they're both kind of on the same playing field as far as you don't need to buy this because the 3DS can already play DS games, you know? And also, can you imagine the horrible things they would have done to Partners in Time's music? My god. It definitely needed the remake the least, though. The original is still fire. I mean, hey, that's what brought me to this point. I thought about that remake, but I simply don't care. Okay, so now I'm... This is also the wrong way. But we would get more of Baby Creech? I like that, like a little baby creature. We'd get more of Baby Peach crying. Man, those were the days. What the hell happened that all of my Mario and Luigi playthroughs are like a year apart now? That's not right. Kinda wanna check out the Mario manga chapter based on it now. Oh yeah, there's been a couple of those, right? I've still gotta get around to those Zeldas. I hear very good things about that as well. Alright, what do you have for me? What is the secret of success? I just keep doing this? Alright. Whatever you say, man. Hey, while we're on the subject, though. Like, what is this? What is this as a dungeon? Right? Mario and Luigi are finally in the overworld, and I was doing a little bit of exploring throughout Dimblewood, and I was really excited, like, oh yeah, this is like finally the opportunity for some classic Mario and Luigi gameplay, you know? Using A and B, controlling the brothers as like separate jumpers and all that, that feels great to do in a top-down space. And having them shared with Bowser, I don't think the game has necessarily suffered for it, but there hasn't really been like a huge moment that's been like able to shine. This is a solely Mario and Luigi like third of the game now to get this last star piece, and it is... Look at this. It's still 2D. I may as well still be inside Bowser. I don't know about that. Yeah, most of the RPGs did. Okay. I see. Timing of TP was weird, but I hear good things. The Four Swords manga is fun, and Purple Link is best Link. Okay, guys, I just finished setting up camp. I even embroidered our initials on the chest. Hello? Aww. I don't think I've ever used a star candy in my life. Do you think I should? The shortcut. Where am I right now? I've seen like fragments of this. Wait a second. Is there someone that looks like this in Superstar Saga, or am I misremembering? No, Griffin, there's someone in this in Bowser's Inside Story that looks like this, which you played 10 times longer ago than Superstar Saga. The mists of consciousness part, and two figures emerge. Why? Here in this place, Chakron meditates on the nature of all. It is Chakron's special place, and outsiders who disturb the mental peace are not welcome. Griffin, did you know that some people tape their mouths shut while they sleep? Hi, Femi! No! Why? We didn't mean to disturb you. We heard you have a star cure, and we really need it? You're a very strange being, popping out of nowhere. Odd. Oh, Luigi's into it! I like just noticed the pose he was doing. If we don't get all 3 star cures, the kingdom is doomed. There's just one left. We need to find it at any cost. The universe frowns upon such begging. It scoffs at your wish. Besides, allow me to enlighten you to something. I am busy. I am afraid you must go. What am I busy with? Can you not tell? Truly, look up. Wow. You look at the sky in this pose and still do not know? You are unenlightened. That is why you are in a cosmic pickle. This pose absorbs waves from the deep parts of outer space. The waves crash upon my mind's shore. I am a mental beach. With the power of outer space upon me, I can do anything. Of late, large waves have rolled in, and wisdom surfs upon them. My brain hangs 10. That's really good. Hanging brain. Oh! And how long have I surfed? 1,000 years. 1,000. 1,000 years? Why don't you take a break already? Everyone needs breaks. In truth, I would enjoy that. Meditation does grow tiresome. Luigi, stop that. But breaking out of my state of perfect balance will be hard. 1,000-year balance. My body rhythm is like a stone. If you somehow found a way to break such an impenetrable rhythm, the star cure is yours. No, do not be childish. Tickling and poking do nothing. This balance can only be upset by some sort of pow, some sort of drastic event. Nothing. I feel nothing. You are truly unenlightened to believe in such antics. Wow, he's a rock. Mario, Luigi, he wants a pow. Do your best attack and take him down. Oh, so is he just like not gonna move? Do I have to like reach like a certain damage threshold in one turn to make it happen? Well, funny you should mention that because boy do I have the window for you. The window into the soul. So, about that, guys, that was all zeros. What's like, okay, I have to think of like, that's a lot of smaller hits spread out over a long period of time. I think what'll help is if I have to build up enough of like just one single massive throbbing hit. Anything? Oh, but also no attacks, so I guess I could just try again. I mean, it wasn't perfect, I can do better. It's a health fad that I just learned about. It's for unsubstantiated health benefits associated with breathing through your nose. I mean, I don't know if you're like a mouth breather. Like, that's not good for you, right? Okay, so there's like an energy shield of some kind, but also I still didn't perfect the attack. Current research has not found any conclusive benefit. If you sleep with your mouth open, isn't that like... it like dries out your teeth? I can like think of like some theoretical, but I don't know if this is like what the actual claims are. But this is a thing that they ask you at the dentist, is like, do you do it with your mouth open? Oh, that's it? I've been given up upon? Nothing, I feel nothing. Not even close. Not a wiggle. Not a single astral shimmy. Unless you have an attack that shakes the ground, give it up. A ground-shaking attack? Where would we find an attack like that, I wonder? Well, then here I shall remain, immobile. I wonder if this does tie into the Dimblewood stuff I was in. Because I was like on the way to getting a new bros move that could do this? The wood. Oh, I said that out loud, did I? I suppose that is okay. The attack is in the wood. How do you know? There is nothing that outer space knows not. You hear a lot if you listen for 1,000 years. Time for you to perambulate the wood. Yes, the wood. Maybe the Fat Luigi attack will do it. Guys, we can't talk about the Fat Luigi attack until the Fat Luigi attack happens, okay? It's not over until the Fat Luigi attacks. Those are some of the claims too, but again, it has not been shown to actually help that. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like putting tape on your face for like a third of every day is like like worse for your skin than it is better for your dental system or like your air system. Somebody calling the woods, plural, the wood, is honestly low-key kind of creepy. I like it. I like wood singular. It's poetic, man. I love wood. I've been very health-pilled for a few years now, but pseudo-medicine has always driven me up the wall. Correct me if I'm wrong, was there not like when I streamed Madagascar for the GameCube, were we not talking about like people who were making health claims about like how holding your breath is good for you or something? Skin loves glue, feed your skin glue every— No, Jackie, my pores! I think it's fun. I think it must be fun to make up false health claims. No, no glue! A patient comes back from like a blood test. I'm sorry, your yaoi levels are criminally low.
Okay, no. This forest has been beset by many incidents as of late. Crop ransacking, castle overthrowing, giant monsters. So we're going on a high alert. No access through here.
Now I have an explanation.
Attack pieces? You're hunting? These blocks? Containing these things? Okay, here you go. That's what you want to hear? Then pow! Take that, monsters! Right?
Huh?
I knew it! Oh, I just knew it! You two are nasty hooligans! You plan on rampaging through this peaceful forest, don't you? Look, I simply will not tolerate any more trashing of this wood.
See, he says it too, and it's not creepy. Just lives here.
Will you promise not to go rampaging through the forest?
Well, no guarantees.
Promise? Okay then. First, you will take responsibility and collect some attack pieces. There are 10 total, so I must ask you to find—
More than half.
When you get 6 pieces, then I will cancel the high alert. You got 6 pieces, huh? That is taking responsibility. Stay never lifted. You have more responsibility. Find the attack pieces ahead. Find all that hide in the woods ahead to create an attack
That can shake the very ground.
But I smell danger up ahead. You must collect them quickly.
Wiggler firing the rent-lowering gunshots. Because the core of medical ethics is informed consent, and pseudo-medicine always preys on people looking for help with something that they're struggling with, misinforming them with false promises, and not informing them of the risks. Like, the mouth taping does come with risk of causing skin irritation, especially if done every day as advertised, and also has the obvious risk of obstructing your breathing while you sleep, like if you're stuffy and your nose gets clogged. Yeah, as someone who takes allergy shit every day, it's probably not a problem for me, right? When I do the Pokemon sleep stream, I'll do the tape trick and then I'll like hook myself up to like a heart monitor, like Etika, and then Pokemon Sleep will know the exact moment I pass away and die. Oh, little pancake Mario. Like, he hasn't even done anything about pancakes in this world. Like, why not? I threw a pancake in the river, Mom. A pancake. It's not that scary. Oh! Oh, no! Wait a second. Wait a second, though. Wait. Guys, this means the brothers are separated. Even if I did right the wrongs of the past, I simply couldn't. Am I going to have to undo it in this act? No, guys, I don't know about this one. I think those Mario and Luigi freaks are barking up the wrong tree.
Mamma mia.
Oh, no. I don't want to do any of these battles. Ow! Like, is it possible for me to just leave and only do, like, the one necessary battle? I'll do however much grinding elsewhere it takes. I'm not fucking doing this, man.
Mamma mia.
Feels like such an authentically sad Luigi voice clip. No? Nuh-uh. I don't think so. Look at this, I'm already here. Done.
Mario.
Come back here. See, look, I saved myself. Uh-oh. What, now we're- Ew, they're digesting him! Whose inside story is this now? Oh, it's gonna make me fight the bugs. Oh, man. Really?
Mia.
Yeah, I wonder who it's gonna be, right? Oh, no. And I've gotta do all of this with no bros moves either. Hey, great colors down here, though. The yellow and the pink. This is GRIFFINGALACTIC world. You're not exactly subtle. Yeah, and I'll keep smashing it. I'm not stopping. Plus 400! I'm never fixing that ever again. Get him out of there! He's fucking boiling alive! What is happening? Oh no, it's fine. It's like a whale. Guys, Mario better land like directly next to me and not like on the other side of the woods. What the?
Huh?
I sit in my sleeping bag like this. Jeez, this animation though. He's like accepted his fate. Okay, wait, this is a funny scenario though. It's just like the corpse of it. It's dead. But now I can walk on the spikes. Oh, cool. He has to like kind of shimmy his arm back down there. This is really good. Yeah, do they not hold the portraits anymore in info? Oh yeah, I guess these are just walk sprites. They're not like illustrated portraits anymore. Look at this next level difference. That's inexcusable. But this isn't. I like this. Man, I literally tried to put in the most effort that I could to ensure that this didn't happen. And it did anyways. They treat me like a corn dog boiling me in oil. That wasn't oil. That's what happens like after you eat the corn dog. The fact that Mario and Luigi have pictures of each other is awesome. I guess. They're sweet, those bros. They're kind lads. Oh, hold on, what's your story? What do you mean you're supposed to eat the corn dog? Can I get this right now? I can. I think the worst fad that I've seen is the raw meat only one. Yeah, wasn't there a guy who was like... who was eating raw milk, eating raw meat and drinking raw milk and also 1/3 other thing and got really mad when the doctors told him to stop. Mind they talk? From where? Oh, over the block, not over Mario. Look at the way their bodies like descend. I found it first, not you, me. So I get to chug it. Here's the hog, Kiribo. What you got? You gonna chug that green thing? Give it to me, I'll chug both the red and the green. You pig, you got a block in your hole right now. Can we not talk about each other's holes like this? I'm sick of icky blocks. No way. The red one's all mine. Nuh-uh.
Mario.
What's this craziness? That guy's not a sock op.
Yahoo!
It's really good. Oh! He has the legs of a chicken? Whoa, what? That was weird. You crawled into a KO'd sock op and hopped around. That's just sick. Whatever, it worked out. Now we can chug both those guys at once. We cannot be using this language right now, man.
Let's go! Okie dokie.
I'll chug two guys at once. Who's asking? Pee pants. There's a lot of meat guys. There's a period where it was really algorithmically dominant on YouTube, if I recall correctly. Oh, there's the answer. It makes you more of an alpha male. Yeah, I don't know. Our caveman ancestors, they used to get sick and die all the time. And now we have social justice, and men aren't doing this anymore. So I think we go back to our traditions, then we'll have stronger male role models in our lives and in the workforce and in our families. And if you eat raw meat, then you won't be gay. They interrupted the hug. The hug lasted for as long as it needed to. Luigi trying sock op soaking, spending 15 minutes a day soaking in a sock op corpse to help his back pain. Wait, nobody said anything about back pain. The miracle cure. Oh, that's right. The seeping and the drooling and the ickiness means that it's gonna circle back around. I can like visually see Luigi's flag higher than Mario's. I mean, he used to be the underdog by like 7 points, but 400. What are we gonna do about this? Listen, I don't care whether or not who ate what and when. The point is that if a podcaster says it, then it's true. Oh, right, these are the dimples. I'm fooled yet again, but not by this. Hard bean. I still want raw meat, just not in the way that they envision it. Yeah, raw meat is what I call kino yaoi. Oh. Do I have to demo this one? Perhaps I must. Snack baskets. Wanna watch a demo. I feel like Starla's gonna pop up and she's gonna ask if I'm 18 or over. Oh no. Have you noticed that between this and Bowser, both scenarios are making me the one doing this to the characters? Oh, but all you gotta do is mash, so I guess it's okay. No, I don't feel great about that one. Does that mean that Griffin McElroy was right to say the F slur? Jackie, I should clear something up. I don't know if I even can. I want to clear it because nobody's gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. There's a certain, it's AI audio of Griffin McElroy insulting TikTok and saying a gay slur, and the AI Griffin really just like leans into the F, and I think it's really funny. And I made it an audio clip in a Discord soundboard in a server that I'm in. I would like to make clear, if I have not already, That's not real. Griffin McElroy did not say that. Help, I need it. Here's what I can do. Hold on. Here's what I can do. What if I... Hold on. Hold up. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna pause this real quick. I have the audio clip saved. What if I just like played it and I stopped it like right before he said that? Okay, yeah, I think it's right here. Like, I think this will add a lot of context here.
Cancel me if you want, but I just don't get TikTok. It looks like someone was like, hey, let's take Vine and make it for...
Yeah, all I've been using is the very end of that voice clip. It's just like as a button I can press. I call it the slay button. Anyways. I'm sorry if you're disappointed that he didn't say it. I'm just here for beans, man. He was kind of right to say that, though. Like, if he said it with, like, anything less than his full chest, I don't know. Well, okay, that doesn't sound like, that there were any incidents, right, Wiggler? We're cool? You and I, we're cool? I feel like Travis would say it before Griffin would.
Did you find the attack pieces that you saw? An attack that makes the ground shake is very dangerous indeed. I must request that you use it elsewhere, not in this woods.
Justin said it before both. Is that true? I'm not up to date on my McElroys. I was gonna get into the Adventure Zone once upon a time, and then it turns out that sucked. And it isn't worth anything anymore. One of those you had to be there phenomenon that I missed out on. I got maybe like 100 episodes into my Bim Bam. It didn't last for me, you know? There's like 1,000 of those things. I kind of just lost steam. I don't really think about those guys anymore. Does anybody remember when they did a Bim Bam TV show? For, oh god. It was some kind of streaming service that like definitely is not around anymore. I think it's what NBC was doing before Peacock. CISO. It was a CISO original. Was it for Verve? Maybe. If you're currently dealing with back pain, I cannot recommend glute bridges enough. Glute bridges, you say? All I've been doing is, I almost did the McElroy crunch. The McGill crunch, which is like, I don't know, it's like relaxing, and it's not like actively making my back worse, and it's like, you know. The show is unobtainable through legal means now? Hold on, wait. What do you mean the show is unobtainable through... If I open my Apple TV app right now, I bought that show on iTunes. Do I own it still, or is it gone from my library? Wait, I have to know that. I have to know this. There's an Idris Elba TV series, and he's on an airplane, I guess? Hold on, library. Here we go. No, I still have it. I still have it, right next to my Nathan For You. It's still there. Don't you what me? You have no idea what it's like to live in my life, where all the fucking shows and all the streaming services... Did you know that you still can't get Hulu in Canada? Did you know that you can't watch HBO in Canada because Bell Media bought it for 100 years? And you have to watch it on a made-up streaming service called Crave TV? So yes, if a show is on iTunes, I'll buy it! These fucking Americans coming into my chat and acting like they know what they're talking about. They don't realize how good they have it. I guess there's not really a reason to heal if all I have to do is go here and do an attack, though, is there? Yo, what's up? Have your minds opened to a ground-shaking it. How is this the... Nothing about this is spiritually pure or whole. Something about Mario being the one to choose this happening to Luigi feels wrong. Wow, very good. All right, mash. Anything? Oh, I gotta keep doing it. Griffin, I'm pretty sure torrenting is universal. People love to get on my ass because I use streaming services. I'm sorry, I'm an enthusiast about UX. There's nothing wrong with video files, but it doesn't feel like movies and TV shows belong there. I like having navigation buttons and actually, like, you know, not going through a list of tiny little, like, file names of things, as opposed to having, like, big, nice title cards that I can just click on, and then I can just pick up where I left off. And I'm not about to do this shit on a couch. Plug my laptop in with an HDMI cable. That's not what that port is for. Do you ever think we'll get a thicker Luigi than this? We already... Man, does anybody have that fucking Panoots picture? I know it was in, like, the Luigi's Mansion repainted, but, like... It's one of, like, the old GameCube renders where, like, he's looking over his shoulder at the camera. And, like, there's a huge, like, fisheye lens on his ass. I guess I just have to mash better as Mario, perhaps. Certainly I can't be dropping food. Wait, there's Yoshi's Cookies in this? I saw it, like, a week ago. If anybody can link me, I need to get it up on stream. I'll make it part of the border. Why is it only ever okay? What's wrong? Nothing? Well, this seems to be on me as an inability to perform the attack correctly. So I'm gonna have a look at the demo here and see why it is merely okay. Gotta watch thoroughly. See, it's giving me the button inputs. What did I miss here? Yeah, just like whisper it to me, anything. Then you mash A. I thought it was up to date on this. So far, so good. Oh, you press B at the top, not when you land. That makes sense. Okay. This is in the bag. Yup. Depends on what's causing back pain, but a really common reason is weakness in back supporting muscles. Glutes are very important supporting muscles. If I recall correctly, the largest muscle in your body, and one of the most neglected. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is, I think I'm doing something wrong. There's been, maybe not twice in the last year, maybe like twice in the last handful of years, and one of these was like only a few months ago, where, man, I just had a really bad back day, and I just like, I had to like lie down, flat on the floor, and I was like, oh, 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 oh! Like the kind of shit that hurts you so hard that like, it like reacting to the pain is like more important instinctually than like breathing. So whenever there's like a shock of pain, it like interrupts your wanting to breathe. It's not good. That put me out of commission for like the whole day. So, you know, this is no way to live. I gotta figure something out that works. Did you miss a food item? No, you have to... I was pressing B when Luigi hits the ground. You press B up here, and then it's an excellent. Whoa! Like a little lawn guy. Oh god! Wait, how hard did it just hit him? This thing's gonna snap off. This new pose displeases me, and gluing all those posts back together will be very tiresome. And now a 1,000-year pose has fallen into the void of the past. Outer space waves will crash now on an empty mental shore. I requested my balance upset, but did not believe. How sad. But I'm already over my saddened state. I am at peace. Hey, hand it over! No, I do not feel like it now. Leave me at one with the sky. Are you crazy? You're a sage! You have to keep your promise to us. Yes, I promise. Wait a moment. I lack energy. What the? Come back here! Grab his legs! Oh, okay. No, it's fine. I thought this was gonna turn into like a whole goose chase. I offer this. The 3rd star cure. So I can just straight up go to the castle now. Awesome. Well, I guess I might have to go pick up Bowser from jail. Oh, this new pose pleases me greatly. Waves of energy flow up from the earth to me. I shall now assume this pose for 100 years. Well, if you would lead me to my meditations. Okay, we have all 3 of the star cures. Let's race to Dr. Toadley's in Toad Town. Thanks, Mr. Chakron. You travel to Toad Town? That is quite a walk. Would it not be easier to fly to Toad Town? You can do that? The power of outer space, I mean the Earth, is mighty. A short time ago I launched a large angry beam. Do you dare? Yeah, I'll try it. Very well. Your journey begins by gazing into outer space. Do not watch me. It is no fun if you know my secret. I can't find the Luigi? No! Here I go. You go. Wow, it really worked. Wait a second, there's 5 of these things. I thought I only needed 3. Uh-oh. Maybe I'm not as close to the end of the game as I thought. I will save here, though, nonetheless. Glute exercise like the supine the supine glute bridge can fully relieve back pain for some people, and is one of the most recommended exercises by physical therapists for back pain, if I recall correctly. Yeah, Femi, hook me the fuck up. I'm so gullible, I'll do anything. No, 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 no. I didn't say... No, I stopped myself. I didn't say... I didn't go all the way. I stopped myself. I didn't mispronounce anything. I'm going to the Shine Geared shop. What the fuck ever. Oh, I bet this stuff is gonna be pricey, though. SP Booster. Auto SP Restore. Hammer Slammer. Random Hammer Shopper? Restore 5 HP on a jump. Oh, I guess I can replace this pretty easily. Right? This would be better for Mario because Luigi has the discount and Mario does not. So I'll swap that. Happy Charm looks good. So we'll see if there's anything for Luigi that I would want to swap. I mean, if this is also just something that has, like, no effect. I'm into gimmicks, though. I'll do a gimmick for Luigi. Luigi gets the HP restore. No, only on jump attacks, though. I like universal stuff. Maybe... Here's what I think. I'm not gonna buy that. I'm not gonna buy that. I mean, I'll scratch a scratch card, but I want to be in the long haul for getting good badges. I want something that's gonna knock me off my feet, because right now I still have the defaults, and there's gotta be something nicer than that. I don't think I'm even a little bit approaching the maximum potential of what I can do. You know, syrup up though. I never wanted to have to spend that on doing that ever again. It's hard to overemphasize how important strengthening muscles can be for relieving back pain if weak supporting muscles are the cause. Yeah, isn't it the case that if that happens to you, then like over time, like your bones, it's not good for the bones. Because they have to pick up the slack, and bones aren't supposed to be doing that. Wait, well, didn't I solve your troubles? Oh, I pulled it off. Okay. You matter not to me. Let's go. So we are just gonna leave Bowser then. Excellent. Incredible. Have all 3 star cures been found? They have. And did I ever doubt you guys would find them? Never. So what do we do with the 3 cures? Silence. Whoa! Squeezing and grabbing? Wow. I don't know, this seems pretty definitive to me. I don't think there's gonna be 2 more than this. Have I done it? I have. Did I do it? I did. I have bonded the 3 star cures to create, what shall I call it? Miracle Totally Cure. Miracle Cure? Great name! No, Miracle Totally Cure. With this we can destroy the blockade at Peach's castle. Can that wait? It can. Let's ask one thing at a time of our Miracle Cure. Cure! Oh, that's right. I was literally gonna let all these people rot while I go to use it to open a door. It's like sticking a syringe into a lock. Couldn't find the Luigi, but I got a screenshot of the repainted stream that had it. Alright, yeah, send that over to me, whisper it to me on Twitch. What was that? Must I chuckle? I must. Go inside and you'll see. As expected, I have trounced the blorbs. The blorbs are cured? Yes, and it's just that easy. You know, Mario and Luigi and me, we did collect the star cures. Ahem. Is it time to go? It is. To the final battle, for real! The miracle cure will smash that blockade.
Wow.
It's like bulging out a little bit. What a sweet little piece of fanfare. Thanks for everything, Dr. Toadley. We'll use it right away. Will the blockade fall to that cure's power? It certainly will. But will it defeat the Dark Star? That we simply do not know. The power of the Dark Star's darkness is unfathomable. Well, first we'll get into Peach's castle, and then we'll use our power to do something. You will! Will you guys make it happen? You will. Do I need my crystal to tell me that? I do not. Awesome. Let's get a move on to Peach's castle. Do I have something for you before the final battle? I do. Will it be useful? It surely will. Is it wonderful? It certainly is. Does my intern have it at the front desk? She probably does. Hold on, I've got the whisper. Mr. Mario, Mr. Luigi, this way, please. Let's give this a look. Oh, this is so much worse than I remember it being. I thought it was like only like changed a little bit, This is like unrecognizable. Hold on. I always have to like drag images twice because it keeps thinking my iPad is like its own desktop. There we go. God, what a good fucking image. This and the, there was like a Mario Odyssey screenshot of like naked Mario in the red underwear with a fisheye lens on it, and he looks like a baby. That was another good one. No, Mario, no air. I said no. A doctor totally told you, right? Told, even. Doctor totally. Yes. He would like you to take this special attack. Keep an eye on your SP, and use it sparingly in battle. And try to go to sleep early in the evenings, okay? What? Guys, what does that last part mean? And be sure to eat a varied diet, not just mushrooms. Well, take care of yourselves. I mean... keep up the good work for the sake of the kingdom. Cool, the clinic attack pieces. I don't know about the bones. If I recall correctly, if you have weaker muscles, your other muscles will compensate when they may not be the most appropriate. This causes them to grow more, and the weaker one to take less of the load, worsening the imbalance, which is why these sort of issues are not always self-correcting. Definitely puts more strain on your body, though. Yeah, so which one is this? What in the... Mighty Meteor. Yeah, I'll watch a demo. Let's have a look. Because I'm just thinking about, like, when old people have back surgery, right? And they didn't necessarily injure themselves. It's not like the muscles that they gotta fuck with, it's just bones, right? Oh, cool. And you get an item? Interesting. I recall this one. I don't at all. I have a feeling like the mirror is definitely going to be like the only thing that I use from this point out. But I guess my problem is, Dr. Toadley! Oh, Mario, you hear the huge news? The Blorbs are cured! They cured it! You heard, right? Dr. Toadley rules! And Toad Town is peaceful again. Now the mall will be jumping. If you haven't yet checked out every shop, you oughta. Get on that. He's going in there to kiss that doctor on the mouth. So the Blorbs are all taken care of. That's a relief. Now all we have left to do is take Peach back. Let's use the miracle cure to destroy the castle blockade. It has like durability on it. It only gets through like the first 3 and then it breaks. Yeah, in terms of what I was saying a little earlier about scenario, I am very surprised that this is the way the Blorbs get resolved. You know? Because Partners in Time, when the Shroob stuff like all went away, that was such like a big moment. Was there even any like special music associated with the cure finally happening? Like, I mean, I got the star and that had like a jingle, but I don't know. That feels like a really big deal. Or at least that it should be, but the game doesn't seem to be treating it like that. I don't know. Just kind of brush it aside. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. Well, that was Bowser's Inside Story for tonight. Now, the miracle cure. Whoa. Lots of hands in this ep. Yeah, I want to see it blow apart into a million pieces. Yeah, dude. Not many Mario games give you a first-person perspective of like what it is that Mario sees. Interesting. Not bad, huh? Let's go. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I just want to like look at the layout of this. Whoo! Hey, well, if I'm talking about wanting to find, like, a dungeon here that's for Mario and Luigi, like, this is it. Dear God. We were too late. What have they done? Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna be sneaky and, like, fake it out. What are you? Oh! You are a mech awful. Come on! These names. I was surprised by the lazy portmanteau with the ant guys. I'm worried there's more than one. And not only that, but now I have to come up with a better name again. Oh, ew! His designer must be simply Fawful. The design is okay, I just don't like the name. It feels like a very lazy pun. Oh my god. It depends on the specific issue. The most common back surgery I'm thinking of is a herniated disc, which is part of your spine coming a bit unaligned and your spine goop slipping out. If I recall correctly, that's an injury where the risk is mitigated by having muscle support because your spine needs those supporting muscles to prevent it. It's also not just an old person thing. I know a few people around my age who have had the issue, one this year actually. Guys, what is happening? Why are people getting old? Are you noticing this? This is happening right under our noses. Nobody's talking about it. That was A. Fuck! I wasn't even like working through the attack. I was just like mashing B because it made me happy. Oh, that's right. Okay, so they have the same attack patterns as the other guys though. They're just eviler. I suppose we are in that phase now. They gotta give us dinosaurs. Partners in Time had dinosaurs in Peach's Castle. That was hot shit. I'm gonna use this. I mean, I wish I could, like, write off all of the Fawful enemies, but it's simply not true. The guy who made Fawfulcopter is not one to be mocked, okay? What is this? But it's not them getting old, it's more them spending the past near decade constantly sitting, working on a computer and not exercising. Yeah, and you don't have a decade to spend doing that unless you're old enough, is what I'm saying. I don't know. What the? Fuck it, double hammer. Whoa! What a comeback! Oh no, what is happening? I've got to fix this off stream. I think there's definitely like one more part before the ending at least, but this can't go on, dude. +7. Ooh. Maybe this is what I gotta do. If all the Luigi stats are already just better by Mario as like a baseline, then the only thing I can do for him is making him have like the most glorious stash in the world. I don't even know where to go first. This is so like open-ended and imposing. What the? There's gonna be a blue shell involved in this, isn't there? And so many enemies to fight, and so much strength to gain. So does your rank go up every 5 levels? Is that what we're looking at here? This might be... This Mario and Luigi game has got some very interesting numbers. 25 would feel like especially low for the end game, and yet the stats are so high. Which is maybe the point? They feel too high relative to level 25 in like other Mario and Luigi games, but I guess for here it's fine. I don't know, maybe I just don't think of mid-20s as old. 25 isn't old copium. I'm gonna get me on some of that specific brand in a couple of months here. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do, man. This is so cheeky. Like, it doesn't stay down, it just keeps popping up. And then what? And then what? And then it hurts me? I don't think so. You wanna know what made me feel old today? I saw a video of like another streamer who was talking about like Chocolate Rain, and their chat told them it was a deep cut. Something's wrong. Something's wrong, guys. Oh, can I at least heal before doing this battle, if I have to? Oh, cool background, though. Again? More? Just do as much as you can, I suppose. Hey, this sounds like a great time, not for Snack Basket, for some Magic Window. I'm taking this guy out in one turn, and that's a promise. I'm taking this guy out in one turn, and that's a promise. Shit. I have to like move my iPad out from like more under my desk. I couldn't see the window. Close enough, alright? It did not pass the ball back to me. If it was a counterattack, it counts. I'm 27 and at the best physically in my life, so it can keep going up. Femi, I don't think you've met me. I don't think you've met someone as weak-willed as me. There's been like some foreshadowing about this over like the last couple of streams. 4, 5, 6, 7? Why 7? Sure, dude. Why not? What the? Hey! Oh, it's these guys again. You lot look chipper. That's right, good news. So, the way to the shell. Are you savoring it, eh? I'd love to give you a lot of pass, but I gots to hold me turf. That block you lot whacked. It were right pricey, eh? Got all 7 of them pieces. They was all ours. Give 'em here. Give 'em here. Give 'em here. Oi, we ain't saying that. Nah, we wouldn't say such as that, eh? Hey! Aw, me belly it hurts. Oi, what could be ailing ya, eh? The pain hurts. Me stomach's got a case of Punk's got me 7 pieces itis. Oh, that's right, serious, eh? Punk's got me 7 pieces itis. Think the only cure is taking them 7 pieces back, eh? Me boy's in poor shape. You lot need help, eh? How's about some coins for medical expenses, eh? But we have a free healthcare. Wait, you don't? Play another game, eh? You lot wish. Coins make this whole world spin around, don't they? So, if you got coins, you get to buy whatever. You get to buy happiness, you get to fix a bloke's belly. You lot get what I'm saying? Or are you a couple of does? 30 coins, no less. Fork it over, eh? They're quaking in their wee boots, they are. Hey? 30 coins ain't much cash at all. What? Hang on. Wait a tick. Oi, Them is big time, boyos. 30 coins don't faze them a bit. They look right shabby, but maybe they're celebrities. Maybe we should be asking for 300 coins or something, eh? God, you idiot, 300 coins is like 60 tasty shroom teas. This lot will never pay that much. See if I'm wrong. I think if I keep saying pay up, they're gonna keep raising the price, so I have to say no way. Told you they wouldn't pay. We need us a better price. Hey, brother. Asking for the 300 coins again, eh? Oh, you idiot. 300 coins is like... Okay, yeah, uh-huh. Well, then I'll say yes. And then they just take it easy. Oi, like it were nothing! Tossing around 300 coins like it ain't no never mind to him. Celebrities! Coins, coins! We can take this? Oh, May. Huge that is. Oh, we better give something back or we're a bunch of charlatans. Them last 3 attack pieces. You want those things, eh? Oh, I'll show you him. Oh! Here, and here, and here. What? More details? The thing is, them 3 pieces, they're in invisible blocks. We put him in invisible blocks so nobody might pinch him. That were right smart, eh? But here's the thing, right? Even we don't remember where we left him at all. I mean, they're invisible, eh? No way to see him, eh? Anyway, egg on our faces, but they're in them spots. I'm thinking you ought to make me jump around random like. Soon enough, bonko, hit one. You're good at jumping, eh? Coins. Coins. You two are right embarrassing. Shut it! Right then. Good luck, you lot. Find them other 3 parts, eh? I'm glad I was given a second take on those guys. I was not doing the right thing earlier. Sorry, what were we talking about? I'm 27 and the best physically in my life. Yeah, I don't think you've met somebody as weak-willed as me. There's been foreshadowing in terms of I've had like a couple of Rice Krispie related stories. I think literally the first stream of this, I said that I like breathed on one like a lover. I don't know, I just felt like the heat radiating from my own breath on the Rice Krispie like bouncing back onto my face. There was something about that that was like, this is... I want this bad, huh? I'm here to report to you today that I ate, oh, how many? 14 Rice Krispies in one sitting. Now that might shock you, but I'm going to tell myself that, you know, well, with shrinkflation these days, who knows how much that really is even. I don't know, dude. I just like my marshmallow boys so fucking bad. It's gone in seconds, dude. So is this for Mario or no? It's for the both of us. That's for the better then, because then we can go together. No more separation. Does that imply that people other than Mario and Luigi can use Bros attacks? Doesn't have to. I think the idea is that like the Koopas understand that they have value, and that's why they're selling it for coins. Like, you know, we don't know what these are for, but we'll find a use at some point. Oh, also I have to make sure to keep jumping. What the fuck? Look at this! There's Fawful in the grass. Look at that. We're in real Smiler territory now. Stop! Enough. This is not a DVD. Bowser and Popple could in Superstar Saga. That's a fair point. You got me there. Nah, I don't buy this. I'm not using the badge move or healing in battle. All or nothing. Well, I don't get what these eyes mean, dude. I guess that tells you which brother they're going to end on rather than who they start on. That could be it. There we go. Being a brother in the Mario and Luigi universe does have an associated power beyond just Mario and Luigi based on the pairs in Superstar Saga. I mean, anybody could eat lots of food and get huge if they wanted to. Like, it wasn't for a bro's move, but there's nothing that Luigi did in that attack that he just got that, like Bowser hasn't already done. And he doesn't need a brother for that. Oh god. Help, help, help! I'm going in here. No! I gotta get out of here. What a fucking random floating block. Sorry, I wanted this first. Nice!
Okie dokie.
What do you think a Bowser-themed ice cream would taste like? Who wants to know? I'm sure, I mean, this is the boring answer, but I'm sure that someone's already thought of this at Super Nintendo World. They have a very yummy looking Mario burger there. And I can't even eat it, but sometimes I think about how good it looks. Everyone's like, oh, the Grimace Shake this, the Grimace Shake that. Fuck that. Give me the Mario meal, dude. Oh, I don't think so. That's not so bad. Okay, so it's the bottom eye, right? So it means the bottom brother. And it did end on Luigi. I think that is what the clue is for. I went and got the Grimace Shake. It is crazy that the meme that's like making fun of the Grimace Shake is kind of like encouraging more people to try it out. I don't know if it was supposed to have this effect. But let me see if I can find a picture of this and maybe also heal. Like, what if I just look up like Super Nintendo World menu, right? Are there like big heads on this, on the job? Like, what? I just want to see like a picture of the food that they sell there. Show me the Mario meal. Crunchyroll, is this it? No, there's like a nicer one than this. There's like a whole, I mean, it includes a burger. I'm seeing a picture of the burger, and the burger on its own does look really good. Man, there's something that I saw. There's something that I saw that was crazy. I don't know. I'm not seeing it in any of these image results. There's like a really good dessert here too. Nah, dude, I've got nothing. If I find it later, I'll put it in the As Seen On channel. I don't know. Oh my god! Griffin, you just awoke something in me. Hasn't been the first time, won't be the last. Does anybody else remember the McDonald's Land TV show? No, but I do know of the McDonald's Land 500, which is low-key Neil Cicerega's best video. Apparently the Rugrats guys worked on it? I'm afraid that doesn't really mean much to me. I was never a Rugrats kid, or an anything kid, as we all know by now. I don't know, like, is there any situation where I would never just not use both of the brother hammers at all times? Usually there's some kind of, like, consequence, but you can kind of just get away with it. I'm sorry, there's been no Bowser all night. Can we talk about what the hell is going on here? See, I'm thinking of this in terms of like Korok seed logic though, right? That wherever it is, it's like telegraphed in a way. I get the impression I'm not going to get very far just by doing this on its own. However, if folks happened to be so kind as to be in the position of locations, then wouldn't that be curious? Alright, so show me this again. Show me this. Wait, I could do this too. Or do I have to be a baby? Hold on. I think these are supposed to be like grates. So you can't do this. It's baby-proofed. Peach grew up. I keep doing that to jump. I don't know what I was expecting, except for it tasting like a birthday cake. But it was just as if I was drinking a cup of birthday frosting. Wait a second, I can't move forward. Collision? Yes! Done. That does not sound appetizing. You know, I'm inclined to agree that it doesn't, but I was talking last week, I think, about how I was, maybe it was, I think I was talking about en papier and all that this week. It's just been a long week, I guess. That when I was making a cake, I was frosting that bad boy, and there was a very dark and personal moment that I had where before I even put a drop on that cake, I was kind of just like looking at it, you know? And I was like, God, it would be so easy for me to just eat all of this right now, you know? Like, what's stopping me? Really? There's gotta be something cool back here. Come on. Oh. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Let's go! Okie dokie.
I don't think so. Knock it off. Knock it off! That seems like something you could eat as a child that would kill you as an adult. Yeah, I hope I never... Someone's gonna have to remind me of this, like, next February. There's, like, these seasonal Valentine candies that go around, and they're just, like, little, like, jujubes or whatever. I only ever had them, like, once or twice as a kid. But God, those things are top fucking tier candy. But I was never allowed to have them because it said on the tin or whatever that they couldn't guarantee it was gluten-free because it was like packaged in a plant with like other gluten things. Which by the way is like a real thing. There was a huge recall of some like gluten-free like substitutes that like it was just like one supplier that like all the other guys buy their shit from. It's like, oh yeah, our shit is tainted, you know? And so there was like a huge recall in the US recently over this sort of thing. But I'm telling you, those things, just like the memory of how good they were like 15 years ago, I would do it. I would risk it all.
Let's go! Okie dokie.
Oh my God, since when? That's never happened before. That's a lot of damage too. Griffin, are you going to watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Fuck no. Do you guys really want to stream where I come back here and I say I watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? I suppose you could say I watched it so you don't have to. Oh no! My Shine Sprite is gone.
Yahoo!
Like, look at this. They're acting like stars are better. No, the fuck they aren't. I literally already feel guilty about having played Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, I bought the $5 Switch version. Like, super close to, like, right before the Scott stuff came out. And that feels like already everything that I would ever... It's too much to give already. So I don't want to give any more. Oh, baby-proof secret. It's weird that a star outranks a sun. Well, there are stars bigger than suns. I understand the logic, and it's like the more prominent Mario item. I just feel a little personally disrespected is all, you know? Ain't gonna happen. Oh, there's more. Uh-oh. Guys, I don't want to be down here at all. There's gonna be enemies down here now. I thought that was like the back of the room. I didn't realize it kept going. How do I get out now? I can't just go back. Whoops. I'm lost and alone. Surprising socks? How does that? How is one surprised exactly by a sock? Oh wait, I see. You can walk on this. This really is partners in time. Okay, back to this. No invisible blocks? That's a shock. That's a surprising sock. How about down here? I think jump on every, like, grid. Oh! Wow, really? One piece left to find. Alright, I'm out of here. Take me back to my brother before this gets any worse. Although, maybe it wouldn't have to be worse. If I'm 400 XP behind, then Mario being in a solo battle would not be the worst thing in the world. You can't jump over these? What's baby-proof about this? I just don't understand. Maybe I'm too little. So is the other one, like, still further north, or... It's south. I never found, like, the original one. Okay. So I've kind of just about cleared out this first floor already. This isn't so bad. Dare I say it's even pretty good. Here, I'll go down from here. There might be, like, more to do. Oh, whoops. It's okay, there's no more enemies. Except that literally this one guy. Whew. So something to my left? What's here? I think maybe it's just, like, organized in that direction on the map. And then whenever you find a tower, it just, like, warps you to that one specific thing. Let's see. Where? Oh, here. It's definitely this thing. Can I make it? Ho ho. And then look, now I'm just left. Cool! Interesting routing for that. Seems like really didn't know where to put it. DX PAL gloves? There's some good gear that's coming out all of a sudden. I didn't even need to go to the Shine Shop. What is this? Well, okay, that's all there is to do in this room. Cool. I guess I could keep going further north for the rest of the dungeon, but... Nah. If I was as devoted to Dimblewoods as I was... And it's a good thing, because I was treating that like it was side content. That is definitely not the case. But if I didn't give up on 6 out of 10, I'm not giving up on 9 out of 10. Oh yeah, there's a lot left to do in here, without a doubt. Okay. Yeah, I went like under the hedge, but not like around it or over it. Griffin, what's the most tasty Pikmin flavor? It's gotta be red, right? I think Don't we know for a fact that Pikmin are like carrots? So I think the red would be close to like the carrots that you and I know. I think the other colors of Pikmin would be like some kind of weird ass carrot, you know? Like you bite into one and it's like, oh, I think I know what this is going to taste like. No, you don't. I really can't hit this? Uh-huh. Oh, and there's just never any way back up, ever. You're trapped forever. Oh, but wait a second, look. This is not baby gated. So I can just go down. This is my jam. There's definitely blocks up here. Oh, I want to be able to jump into that hole so bad. Griffin, do you know that carrots come in a wide range of colors and still taste like carrots? No, I mean, there's not like a blue carrot, really? I mean, there's like purple potatoes and those like taste normal. I feel just like a purple carrot. I don't know. There can't be a Pikmin. There can't be a carrot color equivalent for every color there is of Pikmin. Yeah, yes, there's blue carrots. What the fuck is that? I'm looking up blue carrots. Falling Star. Oh, I think I remember this one. I don't think I liked it. What in the... Is this real? That's not real. Find out what different colored carrots taste like. Okay. I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna... There are other purple carrots. Like really dark ones. Very close to the kind of potato that I was just describing. We got orange. We got purple. We got red. I mean, that's like a normal carrot to me still. Red is like still within there. White or golden carrots. You can throw these and they go extra high because they're like lightweight. Wait. This is the top 8 and it's just 5. Where's the rest? Where's the other rest of the carrots? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, it's 1 of 5. Then why does it say top 8? I don't know. These all sound like normal carrot colors to me. There's a natural variance in color. We just breed them to look orange. Oh no, I think this one's good actually. Okay, cool. So, in actuality, that's just a much better fire flower. I'm open to this. Typically orange in color, though purple, black, red, white, and yellow exist. I mean, I guess I got the 10th thing now. I just go back to the main path, yes? To the front door. Hello? Locked up tight, huh? Figures it wouldn't be easy. Huh? In the back? Behind the castle? Oh, right. There's an entry in the rear gardens. Let's go. Look at these. Look at these Fawful Peach statues. I do make this face when I put on the maid dress, though. Feels very, Griffy 8 penis adjacent. Come here, you fuck! Come here! What is this? Come on.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Okie dokie.
It seems blue doesn't exist commonly or in nature, but there might be a specific breed someone cooked up from purple. I don't know, aren't like the pigments for blue to like make it happen in nature like the rarest of all? Like it happens, but it's like, it's not normal. I don't know, I think the more likely story is that I just typed in blue carrots and it gave me pictures of that. And truth isn't real anymore, so I just have nowhere to go. I don't know how to critically analyze. I've lost my faculties to analyze what I'm looking at.
I got this.
Pikmin ahead breeding real strains of carrots for entire generations while waiting for Pikmin 4.
Got this.
Yeah, I've been watching my buddy Max play some more of that Pikmin 3, and I adjusted my Pikmin rankings accordingly. I've decided that Pikmin 3 is a 5-star game. Fuck you. Oh, but where are the caves? I need caves. I need the water wraith. Well, listen. Mark my words, in a month, when you get what you wish for, you'll be crawling back to me. You'll be crawling. You'll beg them to get rid of the purple and poison Pikmin again. You'll wish you never saw that dog. This is overkill. No, it doesn't even apply to a group. I can use a Yoo-hoo cannon. Now we're talking. If I recall correctly, blue is typically a structural color, and rather than a material color like other common colors. That sounds about right. Like, aren't there like microscopic images taken in a microscope of like natural blue things, and they're like weird, not like the other colors are. That shit's just like covered in mirrors or something. Griffin, are you gonna draw any Ochi and Keaton pieces, or do you have plans to? No. Maybe I used to have been known for noseless dogs, but not anymore. I draw those now. I learned my lesson. Oh God, so many of these. And I can't whack a single one of them. If I get it when it comes down on top of me, no. I'm already in the middle of Keat Week, dude. What more do you want? Dude, you know what happened to me at Keat Week today? I scheduled my post for day 4 for 7 a.m. And it was so cool. And I logged into Twitter in the morning, a little bit after 7. I'm like, oh, I'll check up on how this post is doing, right? I opened the Twitter app. My account has been locked for spam. Bro, I underpost, if anything. And I'm punished by the algorithm for underposting. Suddenly I post and now you hate me? I was able to get it back and eventually like post it, but I was very late. I'll tell you what though, I did make something for day 5. Day 5 is like, I'm kind of deliberately not showing the Heat Week stuff at the end of the streams, because don't get me wrong, there's been many a man boob seen on this stream. But I think there's a difference between that being in like a galaxy gallery where like the focus is on that, as opposed to like a Mario and Luigi where like the rest of it is like so tame, and then like suddenly Griffin titties just like show up. Like I can, but tonally doesn't feel right. However, day 5 is like the most tame, and I made something funny for it that I think I will show. Day 2 and day 5 were tame. I made a meme for day 2 and I also made a meme for day 5. Both of these I will show accordingly, so no Ochi, I'm sorry, but I might have something to offer you in a little bit later.
Let's go.
Pats Griffin. It's really not fair, dude. This is already like the most underperforming Keat Week yet. You know, sometimes I play these things close to the chest. I'm like, ooh, I'm not gonna hype it up, right? Because I don't want. Sometimes I like show previews of like my finished days to my friends, like And I feel like that spoils the surprise. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna like not show anything because the stuff that I've got is so good. It's like, man, those are really not justifying like the minimum 70 hours of work that it takes to get all this stuff queued up. Did you do Keaton drinking the Grimace shake? No. I already did like a Keaton. I mean, in terms of like an art meme, I think it was day 3. There was like that one thing going around where people were drawing characters like they were drawing thick men pulling their pants up, and I saw that and I'm like, yeah, this is what I need to do for Keaton, and I did. So you got it. That's what day 3 was. In this context, when I say meme, it's just like, oh, it's like a video edit, right? Of a post that is otherwise normal. Because day 2 was supposed to be innocuous looking until you realize the truth that it is actually a height chart, officially. There are blue pigments in nature, like some butterflies and fish. But if I recall correctly, most blue is structural in that the organization of cells/fibers/whatever organic material are spaced in a certain way to filter out all but blue light. Yeah, that's how it works. I was actually looking into this recently for the Fates AU because I was writing about hair and eye color. There's a lot of variety in universe. Oh, that's my shit. I love that. Incubus looking? Man, I never drew this, but if you go into the Tumblr tag and you look in Keaton posts, and you're somehow able to filter out the Majora's Mask posts, and one guy who does Pokemon RP in it, and posts about Batman, then you may find that somebody drew Keaton as a demon, and he looks hot in it. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll put it in the Keaton and Corn channel, maybe, if I haven't already. So if you want it, it's out there somewhere. Oh, Brock Monsieur hates the brothers. So what is this still? I've got to get an ability that like unlocks this at some point. I don't know what that even may be though.
Let's go.
Wow, still not damaged? I guess these guys are pretty tall. Yeah, I remember he has like very striking yellow eyes. And I saw it and I swooned. Ow!
Mamma mia.
This is all wrong. This is all wrong. Not yet, not yet. Yeah, post Key Week, I don't really know what else I'm working on next. I guess I'm back to work on that animation that I was doing for like a half year leading up to the half year that was Key Week. I definitely gotta draw some Raru shit at some point. I'm sitting on a couple of whips of various levels of completion. I've got to do something about Raru. What am I thinking, not having done anything about Raru yet? I don't know though, I feel like the window is already passed. Like, people are already like throwing Tears of the Kingdom away. Like it never mattered at all. Because my sensibility about this sort of thing is like, oh man, it's like a Zelda game, you know? This is an event that people are going to be talking about I'm gonna totally black out on it until I complete the game, and then I'm gonna wait like a month to like talk to other people about Raru. And then by the time I did, everybody else already like made their Raru pictures on day 1 and left, and nobody cares anymore. It happened so fast. Simon and Kaz had lasting power. I don't know what's different about this.
Let's go.
Okie dokie.
Right, because that was like a character whose existence is like a spoiler, so I thought that it would be like helpful. All the main characters on my project have an associated color, and Keaton's is red. Corrin's is blue, and I changed his eyes to blue. I think that's normal. You're able to pick eye color in Fire Emblem Fates, right? Or am I thinking of hair? There's some kind of customization going on with that. Oh. Every single one of these battles, I swear to God. Whoops. Oh, you can just keep spending them? Tears of the Kingdom did not have nearly the impact of Breath of the Wild for what I think is understandable reasons. I assumed that it would be there when it wasn't a big deal about spoilers anymore. Just earlier today, I finally unmuted all like my Zelda-related keywords on Twitter. And nothing fucking changed. Like, I know for a fact that I saw like 1 or 2 clips of like cool things that people were doing and discovering in it. But kind of in protecting myself from spoilers, I also kind of like missed out on the shared moment that was everybody experiencing that game together, you know? I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have been so bad if I didn't have to like take a week off so often. This way? How? Ah. Right, because if I completed it, it feels like I played that game for a month because that's how long it took. But the actual like number of days of streams I did was like what, 14, maybe 16. And if I just did those like all consecutively, yes, it would have been even more murder on my body than it already was. My body, which had given out and said, "Please stop putting Zelda in me." But maybe by week 2, I still would have been able to like hang out with other people who are still excited about it. There's something there. A version of Linhardt is in it, and his color is purple. That does go very well with the green. I can like picture it. Why am I still looking for Bros blocks? It's overdue. Metal Grate, you say? I think not. Help! Wait a second. Question mark blocks.
Okie dokie.
I smell something fishy. To be fair, even if you had finished the game instantly, 90% of the online content was vehicle clips and Pura. I mean, don't get me wrong. When it comes to a character, it's not like that I missed out on Raru content. If I decide that I like a character, I make it my mission to see literally every image of that character I possibly can. And I'm very good at it. I've done it with everybody that I know. And because Raru was so new, it didn't take that long either. I just mean that like if I wanted to get in on that the moment has like passed for like other people to be interested in it. Man, it's crazy though. When I did come back and I found out that people were horny for Pura, I was I don't know, it was something that like never even occurred to me, you know? Of like which characters are going to pop off. whatever the straight equivalent of a Meow Meow is. Like, in retrospect, I come in, I see it, and I'm like, oh. I show up and I figure it out, and like, I guess, I get it. Like, once you point it out. But not once in that entire playthrough did I say this, did I have this original thought for me. I'm gonna want more SP. Leading up to the ending, I think it's gonna be like the biggest stat that matters the most. Or maybe not. 40-something is already good. Could be. I could get up onto any of these. Wait a second. These platforms are shaped like carrots. What breed is this? What breed of Pikmin? My day has been well, thank you. I'm about to, I think, about to clear another dungeon. I'm looking for some sort of backdoor entrance, but as far as these little yellow lines that interconnect the rooms go, I don't see anything that goes further north than this. Oh, but if I spin, maybe I'll find a solution. Okay, this loops back around to like where I wanted to go first. Were I not still looking for the bros blocks? Oh god, these assholes! This, imagine being like, on like a balance beam and people are just like pelting you with trash. This is what this is. At any moment, a battle could start and I'll get knocked down from these things. That's a new one. That's a new kind of challenge for a Mario and Luigi game. It's a very mean-spirited one, but I get it. Uh-oh, a retry clock. Man, there's gotta be a bus somewhere. Where could it be? Is this your first playthrough? Yes and no? It is the longest gap that I have gone without replaying any Mario and Luigi game. Oh, the tower, it's over here. Oh yeah, you can see there's like a path through the woods. I gotcha. Oh yeah, the save block, something's going down for sure. I'll syrup up a bit. I literally haven't played this game since it came out in 2009. I beat it for the first time in January. Wow, that's crazy. What did you think of it as like a newcomer? With like the wider context of the series in mind. Why is this here? Did I ask for this? Oh my god. I shouldn't have. I tried to make Mario drink the water and I acted like I was disappointed, and now that I have it, I don't know what to think. What in the... Oh. Yeah, that's true. Tears of the Kingdom was like relatively meow-meow-less. It doesn't help the situation, that's for sure. I'm just now doing the GBA Superstar Saga? Oh, excellent. Yeah, these first three are pretty uncontroversially good. Think I'm heading to bed, have a good night. Aw, Neon Blue, you're gonna miss the Keaton meme. I'm gonna do it after this boss! But, I get it. We all gotta do it sometime. You gotta follow the Toad intern's advice. Nothing but trash. Ma. Wait a second, I know Mama! That's you!
Mommy?
You are famous, red and green. I can't believe we like never met before. This castle now belongs to Fawful. You go no farther than how far you are. What are you? Do you have a KO wish? I can't help but notice how often they're replacing the word death with KO. This feels like the most egregious example. You amuse me. I have fought Bowser. You are much smaller. Well, bring it on then. Come on, give it your best shot. You speak rudely, and I permit it just this once. Soon Darkstar awakes, and soon means later. Try to interfere with it and taste my wrath. Okay, bye. Oh, wait, I know you! I know you! Oh, yes! Wait a second! He is of trash, and you are. You trash. I call you trash. Go be trashy in this trash hole with this trash robot forever! Go! Super Ultra Great Mega Trashy Monster Juggerbot! Oh, I nothing. Move, stupid junk. Whoa! This dude's fresh as fuck. No one pressed to dance. You are broken. Wait, he's kind of silly though. Oh, well, good. Now you work. Trash these trashmen.
Let's go.
Actually, they're plumbers. I can't believe I haven't mentioned this a single point in the entire playthrough. This is like... We'll see as far as the attack patterns go, but as far as, like, the design of this guy, this was my favorite boss as a kid. The Junker. Without a doubt. Like, he's cute! He's cute trash! Me in 2015 playing Undertale, just like me. 172? I like these odds. Hey, let's use a magic window. Hey, I say, let's send the Junker to hell. Well, time to sit in dead silence for the next 30 minutes of just jumping. Yes. Yes! Oh! Too early? I mean, you can't argue with those numbers, though. Ah, baby garbage! Excuse me? What the? What is this? There's like wandering around aimlessly. That's really funny. Oh, and this also affects the whole group? Well, shit, I guess why not do it again? Does the job for me. Reminder that in Paper Mario, game over is that series' term for canon death. Oh, I pressed it too early. They're like shuffled differently. What the? Whoa. It's easier to predict the arcs when there's only like one dude involved. Yeah, oh, well, Mario hasn't taken any damage, so I'll use an Ultra on Luigi. And Mario can do whatever he needs to. What the? Uh-oh. Help! Oh, no! What the? Give him back! I can't do bros moves without a bro. What is this? Whoa! Oh, this is gonna... Whoa! Gonna be a lot to learn. Oh! Huh? What? The insinuation of this is really dark.
Mamma mia.
This idea that Luigi never makes it out of the garbage can? He stays there forever. That is his fate for the rest of time. Can't believe I gotta make Mario do that. For what? And for what? For this one spot? I died to this boss once. Hey, how many times did you die to the train? This time we have, like, an actual pure... Ow! A pure source to compare against. We were talking about if that's like, universally difficult for everybody at, like, the start of tonight's stream. Oh, I can just keep going. I saw the spikes up here and for some reason thought it applied to the lower one. But at that point, the question becomes... How did I get across in the first place? Yeah, alright. I gotta watch a cutscene again. But you know what? If I gotta watch the robot bust it down, oh, that's the worst that can happen. Fine by me. My favorite attacks were Yoo-Hoo Cannon and Snack Basket. Ooh, I hate to say it. Snack Basket might be really well suited to this boss. I know I have other things that are good for crowd control, but in terms of it doesn't control any differently versus when you're doing it like singular or in a group and it just like sends out a shockwave. That could be the smart play. It could. This is another boss that gave me trouble. Took me a month to beat, but I consider it as one of my favorite bosses. Okay, good. I'm not the only one.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
I missed the Mirror Bros move. In your playthrough? I don't think I have a Mirror Bros move yet, unless you mean the magic window. Which, yeah, this was a surprise to me as well. Yeah, so for this first phase, I definitely like lead with magic window. Then I can think of some other ideas when the babies show up. Shoot. This is my first RPG and I beat this boss second try. Wow. Congratulations! I'm not sure what my first RPG was. Was it Partners in Time? Probably Pokemon. Fire Red, perhaps? I don't know though, there's some other stuff. I feel like I've gone through, at this point, most of like the GameCube era like games that I've rented that for a very long time existed as like a fuzzy memory. Adventure Island to me is like the really obvious example of that. But there was definitely, oh god. There was like a Mega Man RPG for the GameCube or something that oh dear. It's okay, it's okay. Luigi, do not intervene for any reason. Phew. And I might have played that before I was even familiar with Pokemon. It was definitely like turn-based. And I remember not knowing how to play it. And I remember it having like a very gloomy atmosphere and like I didn't understand the story, really. Oh, well, great. Now how am I gonna do a bros move? With just back in the can. So the snack basket, this doesn't change anything. Also, I don't think I hit the right one even. Okay. What the? Okay, sure. Oh. Alright, lucky stuff, lucky stuff. I guess just keep going until I get my bro back. But then look, now crowd control doesn't matter anymore. There is no crowd. Oh! Yes, there is. They're gonna knock it off with this. This is mean-spirited. Oh, there's more than one even? Oh god. Oh, Luigi! Oh, this is rough. I'll use an Ultra on Luigi and I'll have Luigi do the bros move, because the cost makes more sense. It was all about the pipe attack for me. Pipe attack is good. Without the window, that is the next best thing. All right. Let's get this over with. I really was like this though, eating 14 Rice Krispies in a row. That was kind of a weak lift. No, still an excellent. What in the... Why? For what reason? There weren't chain shops in there before. Garbage dogs? Oh, these things don't go away, do they? Shoot. Whoa! Wow, that one was brutal! I can't do the window with her pipe attack? Yeah, I think I'm very uniquely well suited to it. Because as someone who grew up very early on with Partners in Time, Copy Flowers was my favorite shit back then. And I could do some crazy things. So I think just being like trained in the art of it at a very young age, that this is like adjacent to it, it helps. So what the fuck is that Luigi emote? What, is that Mpreg Luigi? Why do you have that? I guess I'll do this again, but at this point I don't even know if this is like a smart play to make. He just turns into Chain Chomps, and then the trash comes back right away. Sounds to me like I may as well just be doing the normal singular attacks that are solely focused on the main pink guy. Unless there's some sort of, like, retribution. I always do that too early. What in the... What? Okay, that's a new one. Different kinds of garbage makes sense. Like, look at this. What's the point? Oh, no. Keep your hands off of him! What a load of bullshit. Okay, make sure you hit the right one. Okay, that one wasn't bad at all. Sometimes I really gotta fight for my life to get my bro back. 4 of them? Oh, but this is why you gotta get rid of them. Because every single one of these does crazy damage! Like 88 for a cheap. 88 damage for a cheap.
Mamma mia.
I do have to wonder. $25 seems like a good level for this, I don't know. I guess there's not really such a thing as watching the cutscene and then going back to a save block and then just walking up to the boss battle. That's some Xenoblade logic right there. Oh my god. We don't have to do this any more than is necessary. Yeah, the timing on the bombs is really bad for me. I've done like an accurate dodge maybe once or twice. But it always like stays standing there longer than I think it's going to. I just get like, I get nerves, I freak out. How do you like the game so far? Well, I've streamed all the Mario and Luigi games up to this. I'm like doing them in order every now and again. I'm glad that I finally got back around to it. For as many times as I've replayed the other Mario and Luigi's, the fact that I haven't with this one feels like kind of a disservice to it. But it's about damn time. There's also the hard mode. That's true. The challenges with like the boss rematches, I remember those very vividly. And if the game tops out at like level 25, it's like, all right, this is already like close to the end game. Then the question is, why the hell was I using action replay as a kid to break this game? What would I ever need the levels for, right? Now I understand. It's because I didn't want to grind to have to do those super bosses. Doesn't Partners come first story-wise because time travel? I'm doing them in release order. If there was some shit in Paper Jam that explains that it happened even earlier in the timeline, I wouldn't change anything. In fact, I still wouldn't play it. Guys, I think my only hope is just to knock it out in these first 2 attacks. I mean, if it has a finite number of HP, and I have an infinite number of doing these attacks, it seems like it tops out at a certain rhythm, which is very good news for me. Are you going to grind off stream to do the hard bosses? I don't think so. Typically when I come at these casual games, I might 100% certain collectathons, like platformers, if I'm really into it. I tend to just do casual playthroughs of like story stuff. Or, you know, unless it's Tears of the Kingdom for a month. That one was really scary a couple ones back, because the badge of excellent was like blocking who the brother was going to be. Seems like I roughly get the same amount of damage every time though. Like I keep failing at about the same duration. Oh man, I hate this one. I kind of get how to fake it out. Whoa! No, I don't. No, I don't. Alright, that's an ultra for you. Check the wiki. In the remake, he's got about... I'm sorry, I'll do this after the enemies are done attacking. Let's see. In the remake, he's got about 1,700 health. If not, 1,445 or so. Oh, so I'm already like halfway through this? What if I did ignore? If I kept doing Magic Window? Oh, but Magic Window is still only going to attack the whole group, so it's not good. I have to do Snack Basket. I got it. The Mpreg Luigi emote comes from a Vor VTuber? I didn't know that those existed. What do those people think of this game? I would imagine they have a different perspective. You know, everybody says, oh, Bowser's Inside Story is the best one. Maybe there's an agenda here. There's a reason they're saying this. Whoa! Long time no see, old friend. Yeah, I gotta get used to these guys again. These are all like so many patterns to figure out. Whoa! The final boss recolor is crazy. Yeah, I never, in my original playthrough... Damn it. Shit! Shit! I was literally, I looked at it dead in the eyes and I said, I'm going to wait. Should I use, I know, there's no reason to. There's no reason. I'll take the time penalty rather than using the clock. I gotta save the clocks, dude. I deliberately did not jump for that one. And, you know, I achieved what I set out to do. But, that could have been played better. The last guy is 13,000 HP. He's crazy. Well, maybe that's not so bad if the amount of damage that Mario and Luigi are doing is like... If it's, what's the word? If the increase is proportional, I think then that would make sense. Yeah, the only thing that I plan on doing off stream is probably balancing out the experience. Because imagine if I did this boss and only one of the brothers leveled up. We live in a world where this can happen now. And it sucks to live in a world where it can happen now. Well, I'm just saying, like, right now at level 25, the amount of turns that I would need to do to deal, like, 14,000 of damage, and I'm doing, like, what, 400 per Brozet move with this? That's a lot! But if I leveled up to level 50 and I was, like, doing more damage per turn, then maybe it's not that imposing? It's time. I need to enter like a meditative state for this. Right? Because I'm talking about, there is this rhythm that happens. Shoot. That was a weak one. That could have been better. I'm trying to think if maybe I should tweak my badges, but SP really isn't the problem here, it's defense that is. There is stuff at the gear store that is like better for your defense, but that'd be like a long, long detour. Yeah, it is remarkable just how close the number always gets on like my good runs. Maybe I've got the wrong idea about these guys. My original theory was that what these guys need is like you want to walk under them on purpose, and as long as you keep moving and you don't jump underneath them, then the clearance will be enough that you can like make it out the other side. But that might be wrong. That just might not be like the correct reading. Yes, I did find the shroom boss. I think that's where the magic window comes from, right? Yeah, I have no idea how I got away with that one. Oh, I didn't press the button. Is that good enough damage, though, for these guys? It's not. Oh, God. Man, going into a turn with 6 HP on Mario is a suicide mission. Okay. Let's resolve this. You think I should just go all in on Magic Window? Well, I can't anymore, but I see the potential, certainly. I just get thrown off when it's fighting a group. Because the vertical and horizontal positioning, if that changes over time, like it's harder for me to like time my inputs. If it's consistent, I'm good at it. I find that I struggle more. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Luigi's still in here, right? You know what? One can, I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, for 2 cans. What in the... Oh, not this, man. Whoa. I don't know. I think it's kind of a crapshoot. Oh, they don't fall down when you're underneath them. They just do that on their own. They're not doing what thwomps do. They do what gravity does. Big difference. So that's the understanding of the attack that I was missing, that I need. We're good now. We're good. We're good. Okay. Give me some deluxes. More like some delicious. Put the back pain stuff in the assy on. Thank you very much, Femi. Right? Don't jump. Okay. Good, good, good. There's always kind of like a certain split second. Like they want you to pause to react on purpose. So my instant gut reactions are often, you know, it's okay to wait. Better late than early with these ones. Oh, I don't have the bros points for this. I guess I'll use a Yoo-hoo cannon. That, you know, you're right. That isn't a bad idea for crowd control. It's not as like insanely heavy hitting, but it achieves what I want it to. See, I don't know. When I see that that number isn't 400, I'm disappointed in myself. Oh, that was for Mario? I feel like there was a way that I should have known this. But this is the ideal situation. It's Magic Window time. I'm all in. God, I don't have nerves on the early Magic Windows, but I haven't had the window to use it this late in the battle before. Oh man, how much was that? $3.99? $99. It's okay, it's okay. Just keep it up and you'll make it there. It's gotta be close already. I'll get Luigi back. I'll get Luigi back. Bingo, easy.
Mamma mia.
All I gotta do is simply not let my nerves get to me. See, don't react. It's a fake out. Whoa! Okay, well, I should have reacted. Anything? Oh, God. Well, if there's ever been a time for the badges, it's an easy decision to make. Whew. Ultra nuts, and then I'm having Luigi do another magic window. That's my decision. It's gonna be a little rough, it's gonna be a little risky, but I need risk. I need to feel alive, Jerry. What in the huh? Oh! Yes! Oh! I was like literally looking at the little babies. They didn't level up at the same time. God damn it! I was looking at the babies and like, oh, well, they'll go away in due time, and then I can put 100% of my focus on the big guy. Don't even need it. Somehow the babies like survived the longest. Oh! Man, that guy was a rush. I got it. Yeah. Just what I needed. And I'm like gonna look away from the screen. Now! It was a +1. It was a +1. Oh. Oh, man. Well, goodbye, my beloved friend. Oh, you cleared the way. What, the save? This is where they dumped Bowser? I guess that makes sense. It's where he belongs. Bowser! His save got tossed into this jump repository. See, I thought that they dumped him like by the side of the railroad tracks. I think my river theory kind of put that in the back of my head unintentionally. Huh? You think we ought to return to Bowser's body? I don't think that's not what I said. Right. He might stand a better chance at storming the castle. Let's go. Oh, they got away. I wonder. What ruckuses, what's the word, incidents will occur? Guys, I don't know what's waiting for me on the other side. It's not gonna be like another bot, there's no way. But just to be safe, right? Just to be safe. Like, I just want to do this and I want to save. I don't want to go back to Bowser's body. This is the last room. Okay, good. There's a save block right here. There's a pipe that leads directly to Bowser's body. Nothing scary in here at all. Wait, so does that mean that the trash went down the pipe? There was like banging noises in here. What did that mean? Oh no. It wasn't meant to be this way. I just wanted to stop it. I think we could have been friends. It didn't. There was another way this could have gone down. It's a dark note to end on for my beloved friend. But that is it. There's no better note to end on than the trash can. Oh no, wait! Luigi and Mario are evenly leveled. They were just unbalanced earlier, and then this is what Mario catching up looks like. Sure. But thank you for watching Bowser's Inside Story tonight. Why are you mourning the same thing that killed you like 4 times? Because it's cute, man! He's just like me for real. Whatever. If you enjoyed what you saw, you can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at The Full Galaxy, where all the VODs are, plus highlights and more. You can also subscribe to me here on Twitch if you particularly enjoyed the stream. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Pillowfort Backlogged, and Discord. Like I said, Key Week is still ongoing. Hopefully my Twitter doesn't get locked again for day 5, but it's okay because I'll be showing it here. We do have art from me, Smile. After I finish saying the rest of what I have to say, which is, if any of that interests you, you can check out the links to all of that in the Twitch cards below if you are watching this live, or in the YouTube description. if you were watching the VOD. 'Twas Beauty that killed the beast, of course. Well, speaking of, we've got Beauty and we've got beasts. Check this shit out. No, this is day 4. Did I not save day 5 to my desktop? No, I did. It's over here. Here. Usually these go up at 7 a.m. I usually do not give you a sneak peek of what the art is going to look like later. But here's your midnight. This is day 5. This is my... Wow, you are so high resolution. There we go. And look at that, it's even 16 by 9. Is Minecraft Keaton still here? Can we get him in here? Yeah. There he is. A little ghost haunting the halls. So here, let me I'm gonna save this one more time. I wanna get the audio for Mario and Luigi just like gone. And then I'll show you the funny edit of this that I made. We can all go home in peace. Alright, let's see. Where do I have that? It's in my... I have a folder for this stuff. Yeah. Bust out the corn and Keaton emotes. It's about damn time. This is what's happening to me. Like, I'm tired and Keaton is beckoning me to come to bed. Here it is. Look at this.
Hey, corn sweetie. What's that you're song?
I'm making a map.
That looks like a clone son of my...
That's exactly right, Keaton. A map of your eyes, cause I can find myself getting lost in them.
Yeah, so you can expect both of those tomorrow. I'm pretty proud of the the sentence mixing in that. Cute, but I'm also concerned about Griffin now. What do you mean you're concerned about me? I'm not Andy. I'm going to bed with my 8-foot-tall werewolf boyfriend. I'm having a great time right now. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Glad I stood up for this. I'm glad I could make it worth your while. Happy Keat Week! The Keat Week marches on, even beyond day 5, and I'll see you guys then. Good night.